So to start off today's tutorial, I will tell you that I already have my brows done, and it is just the Kat Von D. It is the 24-hour Super Brow Longwear Pomade in the color Blonde. So today's look I will be basing on a hat that I purchased from the Gap factory outlet near my house. It is this hat right here. And as you can see, it is a very loud, very bright, somewhat of a statement hat. And so I felt that a stronger brow was necessary for today's tutorial. I hope you enjoy. As always, I will be showing the products when I'm able to while I sing, but in addition to that, I will be actually referring to them, showing them to you, and showing you specifically which shades that I have used after I finish singing. So, without further ado. So that was She Will Be Loved by Maroon 5. I hope that you enjoyed that version. What I've done so far is I started with my Rimmel face powder in Translucent. I then went into my Anastasia contour stick in the shade Shadow. I additionally put on Swish Lip and Cheek by Milk Makeup. And on top, I have put my Sephora Illuminating stick, which I used in one of my previous tutorials. And that is on the very top. And that is in the color Moonlight Shimmer. So what I will do now, because I'm going for a little bit of an intense look today because of the hat, is I'm going to take my Anastasia Glow Kit, and this is the sugar version right here. I'm going to take the color Marshmallow, and this is going to look super intense at first, but I'm going to bring it down a notch when I put some of my bronzer shade underneath my cheek. And I will be using that shade from the Hourglass Ambient Lighting palette with just the 3 shades. So as you can see, that's very, very intense. Gives a nice wet look. Again, that is the color Marshmallow on top of the Sephora Illuminating stick in Moonlit Shimmer. And now I'm just putting that under my brow because I also want a nice lifted look to my brow with this hat. So as I mentioned, now I will take the Ambient Lighting palette by Hourglass. And I'm going to at first take this shade, which is Dim Light, and then I will afterwards dip into this shade, which is Radiant Light. So what I'm doing now, because I do have some cream products underneath there, is I'm just dusting this lightly. I'm not pressing hard because I don't want a harsh line to start showing up here. But I do want to look more bronzed as opposed to blushed today, if that makes sense. I will also take this onto my nose. And on my fair skin, this shade is particularly flattering, if I do say so myself, just because it's not too warm, it's not too orange, it's not too red. It really does just look like I've been outside, I've got a little bit of sun on my face, or I've been outside and I've got that wind-blown look. So now I'm going to go into Radiant Light right here, and again, super light hand, just under my cheekbones. And then I'll take the Dim Light one last time and put that everywhere. I'll also take that a little bit down my neck. I don't want my neck to look too dark, but I also want my face and my neck to look as if they match. So as a base today, I just have on some sunscreen. I did not put on the MAC strobe cream, which I usually do, because I didn't want to look too dewy. I knew that I was going for that cheek highlight. So now I'm going to take the Swish again, and I'm just going to dab that here. And the intention behind that is I just want to make sure that I don't have a line underneath the Anastasia Marshmallow shade that I put there. So I'm going to start on the eyes now, and what I'm using today is the Bare Naturals from Bare Minerals. It's an eyeshadow palette that I found at Winners for a great price here in Canada, $24.99. That's a deal in Canada, by the way, for any of my viewers that are not from Canada. I'm going to start with this shade here, which is called Cream. And I'm going to put that all over my lid and all the way up to my brow bone. But what I will do is I will leave the marshmallow shade alone that I put there. This is going to look a little bit stark at first. I don't mind that because I'm going to be putting other shadows on top of it. And this will help them to lay nicely. And then the white color or the cream shade will not seem so stark in contrast once I lay those other colors on top. And what I like about this cream shade is it does have a white base undertone as opposed to the pink or warmer yellowish undertones that some of the white colors can tend to have. This actually is white, and I'm going for a very bright base look here. So I appreciate the fact that this is actually white. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into this pinkish color, which is called Pale Silk right here. And I'm going to take that just above my crease. And then I'm going to take a shade called Oyster, which is right here. And this is a very khaki taupe color. It almost looks as if it has no pigment to it at all, but it's such a nice blending color. As you'll see, I will put some darker shades on in a moment, and then I will use this to blend out those darker shades. Because while I do want a very, not sculpted, but just nice eye look today, I don't want the eyes to be too, this color is called Head Over Heels. I don't want the eyes to be too dramatic because the hat in and of itself is, as I said, pretty much a statement piece. So I don't want anything to look as if it is battling with the hat for attention. So again, this is the Head Over Heels shade that I've placed just in the outer portion of my eye. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back into that Oyster shade right here. I'm going to take it all the way across to blend everything in together. And then after I do that, I'm almost done with the shadows, except for the fact that I want to take my small pencil brush and I'd like to take that Head Over Heels color, which was right here, and I'm going to take that across my lower lash line, just for some slight definition there. And then I will take the pinkish color, the Pale Silk, and I will drag that across as well. I'm taking this a little bit lower. And then I will take a Q-tip and I'll just swipe that. I'll take my big face brush and just give this an upper motion swipe. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this color called, let me just see, yes, sorry, just gonna get that out. So this color here is called Quartz. I'm gonna take my finger and I'm gonna take that across my lid. And I'm actually laying this down as a bit of a base for a Kat Von D RoseShock. I believe it's a face highlighter. It's in a twist up pen format, but I like it on my eyes. And I'm going to be putting that on. So that's pretty much the eyes done, except for the fact that I do want to tightline with some black shadow. So I'm taking the black shadow from the Bare Naturals shadow palette, and I'm just putting that under my upper waterline to make my lashes look fuller and thicker. Today I'm going to be trying out one of the mascaras that I got in the Sephora Lash Stash, and it's the YSL Faux Effet Cils false lashes, false effect lashes. So we'll see how that goes. I'm going to take the Anastasia Glow Kit again. I'm going to go into Marshmallow and I'm just going to do some inner corner highlight. Okay, so that's that. I'm going to take the RoseShock. Here's what I was talking about. It's a twist up formula. I'll put some of that on my hand, dip my finger in, pat that across. Now, here's the thing I find with this. I love the sparkle that it gives, but it does have the tendency to crease if you don't let it dry down. So if you have hooded lids like I do, make sure you don't take it right up to your crease or it will crease. So I just keep that only on my mobile lid. Just going to apply a tiny bit more of that. But yeah, I really enjoy this color, and I'm going to blend that out a little bit with my finger. Take my fluffy blending brush one last time. When I can find it, there it is. Sweep that across. Okay, so now I'm going to give my lashes a curl. And I'm going to take that YSL Effet Faux, the curler mascara. I'm going to put that on. Now, I have not tried this yet, so we'll see if it gives me that false lash effect. Not too bad on first passive application. It definitely is giving my lashes some length. I like how that looks. I would obviously have to try it a few more times and give it a day wear test to accurately give my opinion on that. But I don't mind that. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to wipe my lips. And I'm going to apply my Bite Beauty lipstick in the shade Sugarcane. I don't think that focused, but that's okay. It's just a pink color, bluish pink. Slide my finger over that. On top of that, I'm going to be putting my MAC gloss in Oyster. I've also used this in my tutorials before. It's just a nice clear, iridescent, pinky blue shift iridescent gloss. I just like to apply this for a little bit of fullness to my lips. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put on my hat. And as I mentioned, this is from the Gap Factory outlet near my house. And I also purchased a scarf because you cannot have a statement hat without a statement piece to accompany it. So I'll just take my hair out. As you can see, super cute. Hopefully you think it's as fabulous as I do, but you are entitled to your opinion. So if you don't, no worries. But that's the look for today. I hope you like it. I hope you enjoyed the song. I hope you're having a wonderful weekend, and I look forward to seeing you in my next tutorial. Have a great day. Bye.